everyone. Today, I'm taking you through a typical day in my life, sharing my daily routine and the chores that keep me busy. Whether it's tidying up, cooking meals, or taking care of pets, I'll show you how I try to manage it all. So, I like to start my day by making my bed. I think it's a simple yet powerful habit that sets a positive tone for the day, giving you a sense of accomplishment from the very beginning. A made bed instantly makes your room look much tidier, creating a more peaceful and organized environment. It also encourages a sense of responsibility and discipline, which can positively impact other areas of your life. Plus, returning to a neatly made bed at the end of the day is a comforting and inviting way to wind down. So, second on my list for daily chores of the day is emptying the dishwasher. I like to do this right after making my bed because I think that it sets a positive tone for the day as well. It clears up counter space, making your kitchen look neater and more inviting. This can help you feel more organized and less stressed, allowing you to focus on other tasks, which, trust me, there will be other tasks. Additionally, an empty dishwasher is ready to be filled throughout the day, preventing dishes from piling up and creating a bigger mess later. By tackling this small chore early on, you can maintain a clean and efficient kitchen all day long. Next, I like to walk/run with my dogs on a daily basis. I think it goes without saying that exercising your dog on a daily basis is good for their health. Just be sure to maybe stay away from any rabid animals along the way. Something that may not necessarily be considered a chore, but still something that I do on a semi-regular basis is making lunch meal prep recipes. I like to do simple ones like this salmon rice bowl recipe where all you need is a rice cooker and some very simple ingredients to get the job done. It's also very healthy and I consider it pretty delicious. We start off with a bed of greens like mustard greens, radish greens, bok choy, then a fillet of salmon. I like to use wild caught, then some frozen edamame, then topped off with some chopped carrots, and then lastly this sauce that goes on top. It consists of 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, and 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. If you've got this feature, you just go over to quick start on your rice cooker, then go ahead and press start, and it usually will take about 30 minutes. Once it's ready, I usually mix it all up, then top it off with some sliced cucumbers, half an avocado, some Kewpie mayonnaise, or any mayonnaise also works, then some sriracha, toasted sesame seeds, and green onion. I like to give the leftover salmon skin to my dogs because it's a great source of omega-3 fatty acids, which promotes healthy skin and a shiny coat. Regardless of whether it's full or not, I like to take out bathroom trash and combine it with our main trash can on a weekly basis so that once it's time to throw out the main trash in our kitchen, it's ready to go on the eve of weekly trash day. I think that it's a great habit to maintain a clean and odor-free living space. It also prevents the buildup of waste, reduces the risk of attracting pests like those pesky gnats, and promotes a healthier environment. By making it a daily routine, you'll keep your home fresh and inviting. Here I am washing dishes before dinner, and trust me, I'll be doing it after dinner as well. I think washing dishes more than once a day helps to prevent food particles from drying onto dishes since those can make it harder to clean later. I think it also helps keep your kitchen looking tidy throughout the day and reduces the overall time spent on dishwashing. By tackling smaller loads throughout the day, you avoid a large, overwhelming pile of dirty dishes at the end of the day. However, for individuals that have much busier lives than I do, I think cleaning dishes once a day is perfectly fine. The key is just to ensure that dirty dishes don't pile up over the course of multiple days, as this can lead to a more challenging cleaning task and probably a potential health risk. Some people might think I'm backwards or that I just love cleaning, but I promise neither are the case. Maybe the first one sometimes, but cleaning counters and putting things away before cooking on days that we cook creates a clean and organized workspace. I feel like this helps prevent cross-contamination, reduces the risk of accidents, and most importantly, makes cooking more efficient. I think a clutter-free counter provides ample space for food prep, making the process smoother and more enjoyable. Do you guys remember the phrase that we would often hear as children, otherwise known as the golden rule? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Well, I certainly hope that if I were a pet, that someone would take care of my feeding and drinking station. Think about the dish that your dog eats out of on a daily basis, as well as their water bowl. According to an NSF study, dog dishes are the 4th germiest things in our home. And it's true. That slimy coating that grosses you out each time you pick up your pet's dirty water or food bowl is called biofilm, and it's made up of hazardous microorganisms that threaten your pet's health and yours. It doesn't matter if you feed wet food, kibble, or the occasional treat. Dog bowls contain harmful bacteria like E. coli, Salmonella, Listeria, and MRSA. Most healthy animals and people can tolerate small amounts of bacteria, but the quantities found in dirty dog bowls can pose a severe risk to animals and people with compromised immune systems. Dog water dishes are just as unsanitary as food bowls. When your dogs drink, they transfer germs from their mouth and possible contamination from their food. And dog water at room temp is an excellent habitat for bacteria. If you're not washing enough, you're definitely not alone. Just remember that your pets are also part of your family and deserve to have a basic standard of care, not only to keep themselves safe, but yourselves and the rest of your family safe as well. Today is actually a slow cooker recipe day, which means I don't have to do much to prepare for dinner other than make a salad. I like to use a bag of romaine salad blend and improve it just a little bit by adding some sliced cucumbers. I normally also add sliced bell peppers, but we didn't have any on hand for this day. I like to wash my salad greens even if they come pre-washed. I think it's crucial to give them a final rinse before consuming for just a few reasons. Number 1, residual pesticide. Number 2, dirt and debris. Even pre-washed greens can contain dirt, soil, or other contaminants from the field. And lastly, bacteria. Bacteria can be present on produce, especially if it hasn't been handled hygienically. Here, I'm just checking our mailbox, something that I like to do on a daily basis. Ours usually arrives later in the day, but I've always been jealous of people who get their mail early for some reason. Picking up around the house daily prevents clutter from accumulating. This helps reduce my stress, and it makes our home more inviting. We never know when we will have visitors, but making an effort to pick up at least once a day makes it a lot easier to pick up on a whim. Or in other words, an emergency cleaning session. A clean and organized space also usually makes me feel better about myself, since a messy space can really affect my mood in a negative way by way of creating a sense of chaos, which makes it harder for myself and my husband to focus and relax. Nobody wants that, so I remind myself to pick up at least before dinner at the latest. Today we're serving up beef stew with salad and bread that my husband made at home. Our normal routine is to eat dinner in the living room together while watching a favorite show. When this was filmed, it was Hacks, which is pretty funny, but we actually switched gears and now we're watching Suits. And I feel like we have a long way to go before we finish the show. And I know we're a little late to the game, but that's okay, we love it anyways. By cooking 2 meals per week at home, we give ourselves the opportunity to eat out either another meal and/or dessert somewhere as well, later in the week or on the weekend. Here we are, we made it to the end of my chores list for the day, which is clearing the living room table and washing any remaining dishes. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for joining me for my daily cleaning schedule as you watched me complete my list of chores for the day. I'm probably going to continue reading the last Harry Potter book that I'm on, then hit the hay. I want to emphasize that I don't always complete all of these chores in a single day, but rather that this would be an ideal or perfect day for me to follow this list daily. I love you guys. Be sure to drop any comments below or like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.